I just finished with the units about Vietnamese pronunciation. First thing that I noticed was that the pronunciation is in the back of the book, but they're the first on the CD. Not sure why they did it, but it's not that big a deal, so I'll just roll with it. When you start listening to the CD, you'll notice that it's basically verbatim what's written in the book, which I kinda liked because it meant that, for instance, if I forget the book and like I'm on the train or something, I can still listen to it without having to have the book with me, and I still know everything that's going on. It did bother me a bit though that there isn't like a list of the alphabet, so I can just listen to it by itself again. I have to go through the entire thing just to re-listen to the pronunciation. It's also really good is that I have a lot of drills in it. But again, the drills are packaged per unit, so there are 8 units and 8 audio files for each drill. But because the drills can be very big, especially in the last unit, if you want to repeat just one thing, you have to go looking through the file to find it, which isn't my favorite thing to do if I just want to repeat one thing. But I think like after I've done it a couple of times now, I got the pronunciation down okay, and each chapter like gives a pronunciation for each word anyway, so it's not that big a deal. It's just like in the beginning it's a bit of a hurdle if you just want to repeat one thing. One thing that I really liked as well was that they have pictures of the shape you need to put your mouth in. So if you're having trouble with pronunciation of something, you can just look at it and say, oh, is my tongue now at the back of the throat or at the front when I'm trying to pronounce it? And then it helps a bit with learning the pronunciation. It's still a conscious thing for me though, but eventually it still just come a bit naturally once I do it more and more often. The thing I'll probably have the most trouble with is pronouncing the tones correctly, because it's the same with Chinese. I don't really have the tones down for Chinese either. When 2 different tones are next to each other, I can kind of hear the difference, but if it's just like a separate thing or if it's spoken really quickly, I still have trouble with it. Based on context, I usually understand what it's about, so I assume the same will happen with Vietnamese until my tonal hearing is better. The difference with Mandarin Chinese though is that Vietnamese has 6 tones. Hung Sao, which is the mid-level tone. Sao Huyen, which is the falling tone. Sao Sak, which is the rising tone. Sao Hoi, which is a falling and rising tone. Sao Nga, which is a rising broken tone. And Sao Nang, which is the falling broken tone. You also soon see that besides tones, there are also other markers above vowels, which indicate that it's a different kind of vowel. So the markers for the tones are on the screen right now, and the different vowels that have their own marker to indicate they're a different vowel are on the screen right now. So, did you just finish the pronunciation chapter of your book as well? Let me know how it went for you. Did you notice anything different from what I noticed? Do you maybe have any tips or thoughts about it? Let me know in the comments or make a video reply. And I'll see you next week. Bye!